My first exposure, if you like, if I can use that term, to Meridian Water and to the Upper Lee Valley was a visit I did with the leader of the council. And we visited Meridian Water and it's the station there. And I was amazed because what a great station it was. It was absolutely beautiful. There wasn't a piece of litter anywhere. Everything was absolutely pristine condition. The one thing that did hit you though was one, there was nobody there. Probably that's why it was such a great station. And secondly, there were no trains. And it's that which then brings home to you the problems of the Upper Lee Valley. This vast expanse of land, so low density, so much opportunity, yet the communications are absolutely awful. And that sort of just hits you as you go around it. And we can't afford that as Londoners. None of us can afford that. Because the Mayor's produced his 2020 vision. And he's clearly set out in that document the need for London to grow and expand. And for us to be able to absorb the sort of population increases, the jobs, the opportunities within our own borders. And that's so important. And that's why an opportunity area like the Upper Lee Valley has got to be developed out. It's got to get to its full potential. And if you read the document later, it talks about 15,000 homes, 20,000 homes, 15,000 jobs. Well, we've done here a lot of opportunity area studies in the time since I've been here. And the number which always sticks in my mind is one we did for Vauxhall 9 Elms when it was first produced. And that immediately was produced, and it talked about 14,000 homes. Today, we now have reprinted all the documents. We talk about 16,000 homes, and there's more sites coming on all the time. But very soon we'll talk about 20,000 homes, and it's the same here in the Upper Lee Valley. We put this out as 20,000 homes. I believe the potential is far, far greater than this. The opportunities are much, much bigger than this. The densities are low. There's some great sites up here as you look along it. And the key to it all, as I started off by saying, is transport. Transport is the key. The Mayor's had a superb victory in being able to get the franchising contract for the West Anglia lines. That was a major step forward. It means we can start thinking about the overground in the same way, we talk about that bit of line in the same way we think about the overground, with regular metro-style trains coming in. And that starts to mean that the people who live there can start getting the jobs which are available, either in the city or going north towards Stansted. It means businesses can now be connected properly. And there's so many great advantages. The next big battle, which we've won, is the getting 3 tracking. But our real aim is 4 tracking of the West Anglia line. Victoria's going to talk a lot more about that later. But once we can put all that in place, once we open up that area, we can then get some of the growth, the opportunities which this area can produce.